Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Nazrul and to everyone that attended the class today. So my name is Muhammad Zulhaizat bin Amir Hamzah and I'll be presenting together with my friends and we are from group 6. So the topic of our presentation today is on technology, innovation and development in capital market. I'm pretty sure that most of us know what is capital market, right? Since we are in Islamic capital market class. So what is capital market? Capital market can be defined as a market for long-term securities that includes both debt and equity. So companies and government can raise long-term funds by issuing capital market instruments like stocks and bonds. So these instruments have a higher risk compared to money market instruments. However, at the same time, um, it generates higher return. It generates higher return also, but we need to understand the concept high risk high return and the concept applied to these capital market instruments. So these markets are strictly regulated in order to avoid any fraudulent practice. For example, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or known as SEC, their 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 function to regulate the capital or securities market in the USA. As we know, there are two types of capital markets. As you can see from the slide, there are two, which is the first one is primary market and the second one is secondary market. Okay. Next, in this slide, we move on to digitalization of capital market. As we know, technological advance have led many industries to start innovating towards digitalization. So, including capital market industry. So today's capital market industry is digitalization is severely influenced by the need of companies to have access to a broader range of capital market instruments and for investors to optimize their returns in the most convenient way. So the use of technologies such as blockchain, AI, artificial intelligence, and robotics has had a significant impact on the current capital market environment. So example of the use of blockchain here is, as you can see from the slide, for blockchain, digital security and token security. An example of the use of AI in capital market is RFQ and robot advisor. Is only example, there are many more. So now I pass the floor to Brother Adam for the next part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mufan, and now I'm going to talk about the cryptocurrencies and capital market. So when we talk about cryptocurrencies, we also have to mention blockchain technology, which is a transaction that is recorded in blocks. Each block contains the signature of the previous blocks, which link them together in a chain. As the transaction get administered in a distributed, totally decentralized way, we see that this is a new way to store and exchange information. So the first benefit of the blockchain technology that is adapted by the cryptocurrency is that the decentralized framework and block codes are one of the highest securities available today, and it cannot be modified. Secondly, blockchain technology is not regulated or controlled by any government or central institution. It is governed by market forces. Not only that, there are uh, system, which is a consensus mechanism, which is a fault tolerant mechanism that is in the blockchain system to achieve agreement at hand in the cryptocurrencies. And lastly, the blockchain technology allow the existence of cryptocurrencies, which provide economic incentive to its users. But also there is also downside to it, which is cryptocurrencies uh, has a significant increase on energy consumption in the long run or in the short run, which the exchanges and trading of cryptocurrencies has resulted in much higher energy consumption globally throughout countries. And then the cryptocurrency market may seem independent when reflecting on its characteristics. The decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies and weak regulation of the blockchain ecosystem exposes to its users many kind of fraud, scam, and even market manipulation. So we move on to the next slide, which is artificial intelligence. Um, there are three benefits that we can take from artificial intelligence, which is for the capital market, which is the global trade location, as requests for trade location appear in many forms, such as email, PDF, Excel file, or screenshot. This unstructured data or trade allocation requests can be converted to a structured format that uses natural language processing and optical character recognition technologies, which allow input to digitize and standardize. The allocation process for trade requests is done automatically without having to waste significant time or resources. Secondly, it allows enterprise reconciliation, where machine learning algorithm will automatically generate matching rules, matching rule improvement and resolution. Lastly, fixed income trading can also have brokers in the capital market to identify counterparties by using historical data in real time, which help the buyers and sellers to trade in the best possible way. And one of the example is robo advisor, where the main task of robo advisor is to optimize portfolio for asset management that uses risk model that help decrease the cost of portfolio making, and also uh, enhance and improve market trends and understanding and identify opportunities for investment in the future. Thank you. We move on to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nafiza Rizki, and I will be presenting of the part on the Islamic perspective on the digitization of Islamic capital markets. On the whole, cryptocurrencies currently are still deemed as unlawful due to even though safety features have been integrated into blockchain technology. This is due to the nature of cryptocurrency, which is both decentralized and lacking a government body that regulates the trading of assets. Decentralization has several benefits, but its major drawbacks is that it can cause extended harm due to the higher chance of financial crimes and extreme asset value fluctuations. An example here would probably include the Squid Game token, named after the hit Netflix series, where makers of the token did not allow holders to sell them and then tanking the value, similar to a pump and dump scheme. However, when we look into the conventional assets that are digitized in the 21st century, topics previously covered, such as the GameStop Wall Street bets case, shows that digitization allows the mass market, a strong majority of people who just have smartphones, to access financial instruments more freely, regardless of their financial literacy. These can be accessed through apps such as Robinhood and eToro. So when extrapolated into newly trending crypto assets, it is clear that it can be a severe danger to the public. Hence, it is outlawed by several authorities to preserve public interest and avoid harm, as well as to continuously review the matter on a yearly basis. Famously, the governing Islamic authority in Indonesia, the Majelis Ulama Islam, has outlawed the trading of crypto assets. And furthermore, a 2015 paper in regards to by UTM in regards to newly minted financial instruments describes that the existence of these elements in speculative stock market transactions needs review, restriction, and even abolishment, so as to make the business of stock market trading practical and honest for every Muslim, as well as creating a just and equitable market for all of mankind. So hence, when we extrapolate that kind of that perspective into cryptocurrency, we can clearly see that it is not stable enough nor safe enough for a strong majority of Muslims to actually trade in. However, the new technologies crypto assets can bring can genuinely be implemented into Islamic capital markets. For example, blockchain technology can verify Waqf assets and bring a whole new level of transparency by digitally linking the owner and the asset itself, and as well as smart contract saving cost in Soko. However, the conclusion is that the growth and development of crypto assets needs to be consistently reviewed for Muslims to safely invest in. As for now, it is still a very volatile asset to invest in, and it is outlawed by a strong majority of authorities that deal specifically in Islamic capital markets.
Assalamualaikum. Now I'm going to talk about Islamic perspective on cryptocurrency and the practice of artificial intelligence in Islamic capital market. So cryptocurrency are said to have a secure, undeleted, and complex structure and have a efficient system. While having this all safety measure implemented in it, it also not recognized as a currency by the Islamic scholar because it does not have a physical form and it does not have intrinsic value. And it said that it will bring ambiguity and harm because it does not meet the Sharia law requirement. So the Islamic scholar are based on has a two argument that I will share with you all, is that it is decentralized. And because what I mean by decentralized is that there are no institution that regulate the circulation of the cryptocurrency. And with this, it also no institution will be held liable uh, during the occurrence of the cybercrime or during money laundering or any fraud cases. And this demonstrate that cryptocurrency is not a good tools of investment. And the second is when the cryptocurrency itself will be outlawed by the government. As in the case of Malaysia, Bitcoin are not recognized or not certified as a legal tender in Malaysia by the Bank Negara Malaysia, a statement by the Bank Negara Malaysia, because it are based on the principle of to avoiding any harm and to preserve public interest. And next, I'll move on to the practice of AI in the Islamic capital market, which are the use of blockchain technology and the smart contract. And the blockchain technology said in a wakaf contract is said to have a high level, giving a high level transparency, and because it can record a transaction publicly, and it is viewable by the authorized employees, and furthermore, the user can the wakaf asset giver can follow the transaction from the point of when they're providing the asset to the point where the asset is utilized by the beneficiary. And next is the use of smart contract in the sukuk contract. And as we all know, that sukuk has a lengthy process and it requires more intermediaries, and therefore it will incur more costs to the person who do the transaction. And with the implementation of the smart contract, it will lessen the cost by having less intermediaries and reduce the time needed on the process. And with the less intermediaries, it will have a less element of deception. And with the implementation of the AI in the ICM, it will reduce the risk of human error in all the contract as a whole.
Okay, to conclude, there are three main points that can be highlighted here. We go to the first one, which are the validity of cryptocurrency. So as a financial service that offers Sharia compliant product, players in the Islamic capital market industry need to reach consensus, and keep studying on how to make products like cryptocurrency to become compliant rather than ban the product indefinitely. Second, regarding the relation of fintech and capital market, the amount of investors that prefer using digital methods rather than human interaction keep increasing over the years. So today's capital market environment, as well as how regulator shapes it in the future, will be significantly shaped by technology, commonly referred to as financial technology or known as fintech. Fintech's presence facilitates access not only to the investment community, but also to the whole ecosystem stakeholder by facilitating more efficient and cost-effective operations. So collaborative between the capital market and fintech may be unavoidable in the future, since the sector needs technology in order to stay relevant and competitive. And the last one is on wisdom behind the presence of COVID-19. So it has made digitalization or technology in the capital market industry is not an option but a must to keep the business afloat. So I think that's all from us. Sorry for any mistakes we are doing during this presentation. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.